And 6 weeks before Vivi was born, she died.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned from it, one of my biggest teachings up until that point, was nobody has ever broken your heart, but they broke your expectations. And by breaking your expectations, they get you closer to your heart. For the 20 years before I had my daughter, no matter what I accomplished, my mom wanted to be a grandma. My mom was so great with kids, and that was her big dream. This is a crazy story that'll take a turn probably, but it'll shock you and it'll give you kind of what I learned about this. So for 20 years, it didn't matter who I dated. My mom wanted to be a grandma. She was like, when are we going to have kids? It was her thing. First of all, Vivi's mom and I found out we were pregnant the same moment Trump won. So November 8, 2016, they're announcing literally on the news, and Trump takes this one and this one. And her mom, Christy, goes, I wonder if they're saying this for ratings or something and they're going to switch it to Hillary. And then she said, my thing says pregnant. And I said, I wonder if it's saying that for ratings and it's going to switch to not pregnant. And we found out we're pregnant. I told my mom and she was just shocked and she was so excited. And for 8 months, my mom was really excited. And we also went through, there might be something wrong with the baby.
Yeah.
And that brought fear into me and massive uncertainty. And that was wrong, thank God. And my mom was scared too. And at one point, we got a sonogram and they said the baby's fine. Sorry. And my mom is someone who worried a lot.
Yeah.
And when they said the baby is fine, my mom had this switch where she said, well, then it's fine then. And I've never heard her, like, she'd be like, are you sure? Usually, like,
Yeah.
But here's the craziest part, is my mom also somehow around this time randomly got dementia and went insane in the hospital and lost her cognitive functions. And 6 weeks before Vivi was born, she died.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned from it was, when my mom died, I had to surrender that plan that they were going to be together. And one of my biggest teachings up until that point was nobody has ever broken your heart, but they broke your expectations. And by breaking your expectations, they get you closer to your heart. And my mom broke my expectations by dying. But weirdly, ironically, because she died, I cried out the part of me that always sought her approval.
Yeah.
I cried out the me that wanted her to see me.
Mm-hmm.
And what this caused was me to become more present. What this caused was me to become more here. And instead of me being a dad that goes, Mom, look at what my daughter did. Mom, do you see this?
Yeah.
I became more of what I truly am here, to be more of a direct father for my daughter.
Yeah.
And I think, everything that feels like loss or dark has this other side to it.
Yeah.
Like, I believe as we're all in a lockdown and we can't go to our restaurants and we can't function or have our business the way we want, we're also awakening.
Yes. Ram Dass says basically struggle is really the sandpaper for our awakening.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I look at the lockdown from the government perspective, I don't know what's going on. But when I look at it from God's perspective,
Yeah.
this is all of us like healing and releasing and learning our patterns. I feel like God is shining a collective flashlight down all of our patterns and helping us purge our past and get more and more and more present.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me on this episode. If you received value, I truly, truly appreciate it. If you could leave a 5-star review, it will help the show grow. And I'd love to connect with you. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at KienVuMD. If you haven't already, pick up a copy of my book, Thrive State, at thrivestatebook.com. And remember, you are your best medicine.